It's 56 past 9. I just gotta. Let's come back and go later. Just as a quick follow-up from yesterday's daily vlog, and if you didn't watch it, I had an announcement about a big change in situation here. Cut a long story short, I've got to move out of this place from March through to October. And I mentioned I was looking at a website called Workaway. Now, I also mentioned I was thinking about maybe going back to NZ for that time period, and I have found some cracking Workaway. If you don't know about Workaway, it's a website that puts people in contact with people that need people to volunteer work in exchange for accommodation, typically accommodation, food and hosting and food basically. And I signed up the other night because I wanted to get this thing started. And I found a couple here, one in Arrowtown, which, man, I used to live in Queenstown, and Arrowtown is like a stone's throw from Queenstown. Help with building improvements on a B&B in Arrowtown, so I've sent those guys a message. Another one here was stay and help out at our family home in Wanaka. I could never say that when I lived there, and I still can't. And the other one, which I did mention on yesterday's daily vlog, help look after my son in a beautiful rural environment in Wanaka, New Zealand. So I've sent those 3 people messages because I think I'd like to go back to NZ, and that's probably the most, not safest, probably the most logical option, because I've got to come back to Sydney in June to go to Fiji. So there's no point in me going all the way up to like Canada or somewhere just to do a few months on a workaway, then fly all the way back to Sydney and then fly to Fiji. Keep it local. I was even looking at Queensland, at first up in some of the islands up there, but then I thought, nah, this is an opportunity to go back to NZ. I should take it. So at the moment, this B&B one is definitely my highlight. That's the one that I'm really looking for. But yeah, I'll keep everybody updated on how this works. Now today, it's a cracking hot day. It's going to be 32 here in Sydney, Australia. So I think I might, by the way, look at all this crap on my floor. Look at this. This. None in the kitchen. I need a vacuum, but look at all that crap. And you know what it is? I know what it is. You want to know where it's coming from? Where all these black dots are coming from? We're getting warmer. It's a crappy IKEA chair. Look at that. That thing has just slowly gotten more and more decrepit as I've used it. I think it's when it's hot and you sweat on the back and you stand up, it rips the vinyl off, and then it goes all over my floor. I just got a vacuum, got to clean this crap up. The kids were up here last night. We had a movie night. That's why it's some over there next to the TV. I was thinking today I should do a Seeing Sydney Suburbs. It has been a little while since I've done one. Now, if you haven't seen my Seeing Sydney Suburbs, that's where I choose a random suburb from a list. I put all of the suburbs of metropolitan Sydney into a spreadsheet. Turns out there's 668 of them. And then I let a random number generator decide which one I'm going to go and investigate. And then I go out there and vlog it. I don't do it on my daily vlog. I vlog that on my regular channel. So far I've explored 4 suburbs of those 668. And today could be a great day to do it because hopefully, fingers crossed, it randomizes and picks up a coastal suburb. Otherwise, could be going out west where it's even warmer. But